How do I configure PASCO Capstone software to use in-sensor triggering for select sensors that support it, such as the wireless acceleration altimeter and our wireless force platforms? In this example, I have the wireless force platform connected via Bluetooth, and I'm plotting the normal force from the platform versus time in a graph. Now, if I'm interested in getting a burst of data at a high sample rate for a short duration event, like dropping a basketball onto the platform, I would need to increase the sample rate above the default of 20 hertz. So I'll increase the sample rate to something like 2.5 kilohertz. And at 2.5 kilohertz, when I hit record and have a force on the platform, you notice that there's a lag in time as the data is transmitted as fast as possible via the existing connection to the graph and to PASCO Capstone software. Now, if I were using the USB connection, which this platform also supports, that transmission would be faster, but in either case I can achieve high sample rates, whether using Bluetooth or USB, and just get the data I'm interested in by triggering only when the event of interest begins. So I might want to trigger in this case when the force begins to get a little bit above zero. So let me delete this example run, and I'll show you how we can set up that trigger condition. And the beauty of the trigger condition for these select sensors is that it happens in sensor, so no data will be broadcast to Capstone. The triggering condition will be assessed in the sensor itself. So I'll go to Recording Conditions and open up Start Condition and choose a measurement-based start condition based on the normal force from the force platform. I'm going to choose to trigger when it rises above a small value, say 15 newtons. And these sensors support this unique feature of trigger in the sensor. So with trigger in the sensor checked on, no data will be broadcast from the sensor until that trigger condition is met. Now I can notice here in the comments that I can also have a stop condition when I trigger in the sensor, but the stop condition needs to be time-based. So I might choose to collect, say, 1 second of data following the initial triggering. I'll press OK. And now when I hit record, I see that Capstone is indeed in the record mode, but no data is broadcast to the graph because I'm awaiting data to be broadcast only when the trigger condition is met, as assessed by the platform. I can see that the platform is awaiting a triggering condition because its normally slow blinking Bluetooth light is blinking fast green right now. So it's awaiting this trigger condition before it sends any data to Capstone to preserve that bandwidth for data of interest. I'll now drop the basketball. And we can see that as soon as that trigger condition was met, data recording began, and now data is streaming as fast as the current connection allows from the sensor to Capstone, and I expect to get about 1 second of data since I set the 1 second stop condition. There's that 1 second of data, and because I used this in-sensor trigger condition, I have the data starting when it's of interest, and I have it stopping after the conditions of interest have been met. So that's how you can use in-sensor triggering to collect short bursts of data, getting just the data you want with these select sensors. Thanks.